Hi everyone, your maths challenge today is all about measuring and there are 4 different activities for you to do. I've sent them to your parents and to the teachers. So your first one is canoeing, and here are your instructions for canoeing. The resources that you need for this are here, and I've got a couple of them on my table. So you will need to make a tin foil canoe. It doesn't have to be a large canoe like my one, it can be a smaller one. You need a container that you can fill up with water to place your canoe in. And then the instructions say marbles, but I didn't have any marbles at home. So I've improvised, and I've got midget gems that I can use to place into the canoe. And a container to put them in afterwards to be able to weigh them on my weighing scales. So the task is to put as many of the items, in my case, midget gems, into the canoe before it sinks, and then you need to weigh how many you fit in to see before the canoe sunk. Your next one is basketball. Now this one I think I'd be very good at, and again your instructions are here for you. This one is really simple. You just need screwed up pieces of paper, a container or a bin or something that you can put a certain distance away from you to be able to throw them into, and a timer of some sort. So you can have a timer that you might use in the kitchen, like so, and you would put a minute on it, or you can even use a watch, which would be quite good to do. Your next one after that is discus. Now this one is quite interesting. You will need to mark an area on the floor where your start line is. Then you would use a paper plate. If you don't have a paper plate at home, you can use a plate to draw around onto your cereal box to use so that you've got the right shape. And the aim of this one is to throw the paper plate as far as possible, and then you need to measure the distance that it flew. For that, if you are lucky enough, you can use a tape measure like this, or if you haven't got one of those or something that's long enough, you can measure your feet. And then take pigeon steps like this till you get to your paper plate to measure how far your discus went. And then last but not least, this is actually my favourite one. You need, so it's diving, you need a little cardboard diver, and you need to put a paper clip on his or her head. Then you need a measuring jug like this. You need to fill it with water, and then from a certain height, for example 30 centimetres, you need to let your diver drop into your measuring jug, and then you need to see where he drops. This obviously dropped right to the bottom because there is no water in it, but you need to keep a close eye where he does drop, and you need to put your measurements in millimetres for me. This is quite a tricky one because there's so many different tasks, but the instructions are there for you. You also need to, before you start, which I forgot to mention, is to create your own results sheet. So I've created an example on the board here, and it just says activity, and it's got the 4 different activities in, and then your results are on another table. Good luck, I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to hearing all about it.